What's good, gangy? It's your boy OTM Jaw, back in this motherfucker for another YouTube video, another reaction. Today's video is called She's Losing It. I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time reacting to this shorty. I'm not too sure who she is. I'm just curious on what's going on with her. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Watch this. I wonder if they get the message. I ain't going broke. Ran up down there 300 racks at that corner store. You could catch me in the hood where you wouldn't want to go, or down south asking niggas what they get to.
So apparently, Piper Rockelle is now on the internet crying after opening up an OnlyFans account. Not sure if this is rage beta clip farming, but alas.
Sorry.
Keep in mind, y'all, I don't know who this shorty is. I really don't know who she is, but Lord God, yeah, tough your fuck.
Like, I swear to God, bro, she is so annoying. Regardless of this is a skit or not, like, why are you crying? Like, those are real. I'm assuming those are real tears. Girl, you became a millionaire overnight, and you already understood the implications of opening an OF, right?
Nah,
turning 18, opening up an OF, and people coming.
So apparently, shorty, I think, is like 18. She's young as hell. And she did the bad baby. She did the Ruby Rose OF move.
At you in ways that you, I guess, were not prepared for. Here are some of the comments from her live stream on Twitch. I believe she was streaming. Somebody said, "Wow, I used to look up to you," Giovanna said. Eric said, "Why did you start the blue page? F you, bitch." Trey said, "Why lie though?" Jiko said, "I guess she was saying I would never open up an OnlyFans," and alas, someone with the disgusted faces. Chesnays.
I'm not gonna lie though. How I'm feeling about the OF movement and shit, it's been a movement for years now. And I feel like that's a play for like realistically any shorty that had like fame before, like coming up as a youngster, or like 17, 16, 18, like they're popping on social media and they turn 18. That's like the quickest way to get to the bag as a attractive female, in my opinion.
Said, "Ew, I don't want to watch you anymore." So I'm guessing these are like fans of her former
said,
content.
"Ew,
You know, she was a child star, child YouTuber, right? And then I guess people are calling her out in her live stream, and now she's crying. Like, girl, what the? You should have already understood what came with the territory.
Going to grandma. Okay. All right, I'm gonna end stream so that you guys don't see me like this. I can decide when my life turns off.
Nah, you should have never started stream in the first place if you know you was gonna get on stream like that. But to each his own.
Off and on. But we're gonna turn it off because I'm sick of crying and touching this money.
So that was a part of the other clip, and she was very sly. The comments are now saying again, "Please stop crying because your fans see the truth after you dropped an OF. Sounds like you're the problem." So I guess she was saying, you know, the holier than thou, moral high horse. I'm never gonna drop an OF like the rest of these girls until, you know, you finally become an adult legally and you succumb to the bag.
Exactly.
Someone else
what
said
I
it.
just said, like, that's the quickest way. You have a little clout, drop the OF. It's a money play. Like, it's generally a money play for younger females. Well, females in general. Like, it's just a money play.
Okay, Piper, we still love you. Another person said, "What the helly?" Maddie said, "Girl, end the live. This is not cute."
Like,
Piper.
nah, for though. Like, that's what I said. You should have never even cut on the stream if you was gonna come on like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit never came on stream if you was gonna be, you feel me, that emotional. But then at the same time, you gotta remember she's an 18-year-old girl. At the same time, so you gotta remember she's not there all the way.
And said, "My little sister watches you." So this is crazy. I understand why a lot of people are upset, because if you're an adult and
You
you
said my little sister watches.
little kids watch
Buckfoot.
this particular streamer, Piper, former content creator, YouTuber, and or if you're just a person who watched her grow up and all of a sudden you're seeing her ass cheeks like literally everywhere online now, it can be a little uncomfortable. I understand that. Personally, me, I never watched any of her videos, any of her content.
Yeah,
I know
I've
she's a
never
fellow
watched
content creator in the YouTube sphere, content creator sphere. I've seen
I'm
her
not even gonna lie, I didn't even know that. Like, I just seen this shit and I clicked on it.
this before, but the fact that, you know, she's on TikTok, she's associated with these people with doing the little dances is not shocking to me. Actually, one of the people who shocked me,
honestly, you could look at her, you could tell, like, clearly she's still like developing, you know what I'm saying?
a little for not dropping an OF, I think, is Charlie D'Amelio or some shit. Apparently she never went down that route, so shout out to her as far as I'm aware.
Fact.
I don't know if
and
that's
the
still in
only reason I
pipeline.
know that Charlie Shorty is because she had that little deal a couple years back with Duncan. That's how I know the Charlie female. But it's a whole different server, gang. I ain't even gonna lie. This a whole different server, bruh. Like, cause like there's people like, you know, there's different type of communities and stuff like that when it comes to content creation, and it's different servers. This is definitely a different server, and this is like girly girl stuff. You know what I mean?
Anything is possible. But to me, genuinely speaking, I think these are crocodile tears. I think she's just, you know, doing this to go viral and rage bait, clip farm, possibly. Maybe she does potentially feel some type of way because she wasn't really prepared for the negativity or the critiques of her IPO, initial offering. What really annoyed me recently was as soon as she turned into a millionaire overnight, she started smashing her old car, bro. From Hez on Twitter, they say entitled OF creator Piper Rockelle throws her talent.
Nah, I like how the title says entitled OF creator. Cause like, let's think about it. She's been on since what, 16, 15, doing YouTube and shit like that or whatever. And now she's a millionaire overnight. Literally, Bad Baby, Ruby Rose, all the women before her did this play
On her old Porsche, and then
but I ain't gonna lie though, shit. Look at that, damn, 100K in tips, bro. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That is crazy. It shows you how niggas be fiending though. I don't know what'll be more scarier though, like females that make OFs or the niggas that actually buy the OFs.
with baseball bat after making 3 M's in one day. Check it out.
Oh my God, he's good.
Oh, it's crazy. That's fun. I like it. It feels good, right?
That's disgusting. Yeah. Let's go before we get the police called.
But the thing is, it's like, I don't know. What do you get out of that? You could have still flipped that car. You could have sold it. But, hey, just goes to show you what, you know what I'm saying, young people do sometimes, you know, when they get up, they say, fuck it.
Blame all the married gooners. This is the people you make rich, bro. Overnight 3 M's
that's
in
all
one
I'm
day,
saying,
bro. Like,
bro.
and now she's destroying her old car because she has money. You could have literally donated it to somebody who doesn't
Bro,
have
I just said that. I just said that shit. I can't make this shit up, bro. She could have donated. She could have sold it. She could have flipped it. Like, damn.
Destroying it, though. What a waste of money. What a waste of a perfectly good vehicle with a proper engine. I don't know what is inline, V6, V8, possibly, potentially. We don't know. But this could have been a really good car.
They jumping like shit, like they in a bounty house. Jumping like shit.
Anybody really who wants a Corvette. Like, once again, this bitch is incredibly annoying to me. And these are the people you...
Nah, what will be in the back of my head is like, man, where's your parents at? Where is the parental guidance at? Who's recording you do this? Please tell me the person is over the age of 21 that's recording you do this, because they need to tell you to stop.
Guys, not you, but the people purchasing her content are making rich. Like, why would you destroy a perfectly good vehicle like this, a Corvette that could be tuned and modded and refurbished? Man, I really hope if I ever jump into a whole bunch of money like this that I never turn out like this, man. Just so like out of touch and mentally ill to the point to where I would destroy a perfectly good vehicle. Like, do you understand how much privilege this is? And I'm a privileged person, I'm going to admit, of course. And I appreciate everybody who supports my content, genuinely speaking, man. But she's a content creator, and how do you think she got that car? Through donations, people viewing her content, purchasing her merch. That's how she was able to buy this car back then, or whatever, for however much money she purchased it for, which would have likely been tens of thousands of dollars. And now she's blatantly disrespecting her audience and the people who supported her to be able to even make this purchase by destroying it in their faces. And of course, at this point in time, she made 3 mil overnight. So of course she does.
At the same time, you gotta also think though, like, look at it from her point of view. She probably like, oh, I just made a mil. Da, da, da. She young. She probably just like, I could buy 10 of those. You know, you just gotta look at it from her point of view. But if we're looking at it from our point of view, a real nigga's point of view type shit, we're like, what the fuck you doing?
Doesn't care anymore. And you see how money really highlights people's true selves, their true colors. This is completely disgusting, especially in this day and age, in this economy.
He did say that. Babyface Ray said, give a nigga some money and doubt the real him will like pretty much show. And I ain't gonna lie, Babyface Ray was right about that shit. You give a nigga some money, then you really see his true personality. So you feel me?
Where homelessness is like at an all-time high. And guess what she just bought? She just bought a Cybertruck, of course.
I'm in a Cybertruck.
Bro, she is so annoying, bro. Like,
Hey.
But
Okay,
nah, like
listen,
you
so
could tell she's young though. Like you could literally see like she's young, bro. She's just young.
today's gonna be so exciting.
So it's like I'm not
in a
even like I'm not even surprised that like she's young, bro. She's 18. We all been 18 before. You know what I mean?
Cybertruck. But to start this day off, I just want to say I love you guys so much, and I'm very grateful for all of you. And today,
shut the bro. You destroyed the vehicle that your fans helped you purchase before you even hopped on OF, and
That
now all of a
boy
sudden you
says-
disrespect them. You destroy it instead of donating it. Then you go buy a Cybertruck just to flex, bro, while twerking in front of the vehicle, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say, bro, this girl doesn't deserve it, man. She does not deserve this at all. And you see why people.
I'm not one to say nobody's deserving anything, because you know what I'm saying. That's not me. But one thing I would say is though, she's wilding for destroying the OV.
They're mad,
Could've been a
upset,
money
depressed. Look
play,
at these
bro. She
people
tripping.
online. These content creators, these OF girls, getting rich off of what? Doing what? And I'm not saying I'm holier than thou or I'm like morally better than anyone. Listen, I'm not trying to be an example for anyone. I have flaws and all and character
we
defects
all
that
got
I'm trying
flaws,
to
bro. We all
work
got
out the
flaws.
kinks on too. But would I really hop up on here and destroy a vehicle
Nah,
and
they
then
was
the next
dead
day
ass
flex on all
jumping
my
in that
fans
hole
with a
like
Cybertruck?
they was dead ass jumping in that hole like a bounce house. Every time he keep playing, I'm just like, damn, they in the bounce house with it.
Like it's repulsive to me, actually. It's disgusting. In fact, it would make much more sense for you to just donate your old vehicle to one of your
Pretty much,
audience members,
yeah.
would it not? Like, you would get so much positive PR just off of that one thing alone.
Yeah.
Like, marketing, I'm telling you, these girls suck at PR, suck at marketing, suck at building like audience loyalty. Then here we have this wild moment where she was allegedly stream sniped by one of her newly found OF gooners. This could be staged. We don't know. Who knows? There's a lot of weirdos out here.
All right, ready? 3, 2, click, 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 click. Awesome.
Thank you.
of course,
Have a good one.
you as well. Stay safe.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking this is clip farming. I didn't hear this guy talk about any OF whatsoever, and of course Lil Tay's in the mix. Of course, she just I think turned 18
peeped
last year
that,
as
I'm
well, like 7.
all of these are just youngsters, bro. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, yeah.
8 months ago or
Young
whatever.
kids,
Yeah,
bro.
she was trying to
Kids,
clip
literally.
farm and go viral by sliding into my DMs and the DMs of other content creators. So, well, yeah, it's a strat right now for a lot of OF girls to bait content creators like myself into making content about them. But hey, I mean, it was free views. It was free revenue at the time. So hey, I guess it was some kind of symbiotic, mutually
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
beneficial.
Jit did run it up. Jit ran it up off there. Jit ran it up. Look, 105K, 66. 297K. He ran it up.
Relationship. I mean, I'm gonna talk about these things regardless. So
He ran
she
it up.
really didn't have to hop in my DMs tweaking out like that, like she did all the way back then. But here we have this one quote retweet. She says, "I would encourage anyone who has anything to say about this girl to look into her life story before speaking. She's been groomed and sexualized for her entire life and had no childhood. A truly horrific situation. I wish her peace and healing," which I'm not familiar with. Again, I never
Yeah,
watched her
I've
content.
never
I just know
watched
she
her
was a fellow
content.
content
Niggas
creator in the
don't know
space.
that.
Although after doing a brief Google search here, typing in Piper Rockelle, I can now see that, yeah, she has been dressing weirdly for a long time now, even before turning 18, you know. And this is controlled by her agents, her managers, her
Nah, that's crazy. That picture, I ain't even gonna go back to it, but that picture was crazy.
parents and all
What
that,
the
and
fuck?
they know exactly what they're doing, right? Because money
What
over
the
morals,
fuck?
obviously. Chasing that bag at all costs, leveraging your audience, you know,
She was
to
like 8
release
years
that
old in that
IPO
shit.
and make a quick few mil before all that hype dies down. So hey, it is what it is. This is the world again we live in, and I'm just here watching it all slowly collapse on the sidelines. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thoughts and opinions down below. What do you think about this? I think this young lady right here is just, she's annoying to me. I think the clips that I showed of her like destroying vehicles and, you know, crocodile tears, even if it was real and valid, like, bro, she's just not even taking accountability for her own actions, and she's disrespecting her audience at the same time.
What do you expect? An 18-year-old that hasn't really gone through much yet, probably a little bit of trauma and pain, but like, come on, like accountability at that age.
I think it's an L. It's weird.
That's the end of the video, man. Subscribe if you don't. Get off my page. I don't know you. Peace.